Welcome to Whispers and Confessions. There might be a twist waiting, so please make sure to watch until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Let's begin right away.
The first experience with the couple's exchange circle was both exhilarating and unsettling. Sophia's unexpected allure captivated me completely, her beauty and poise far surpassing my initial expectations. As we interacted, I found myself deeply immersed in the moment, experiencing a profound sense of joy and connection. I'm John, a 35-year-old office worker leading a typical urban life. My partner, Emily, is a 27-year-old bank clerk with striking beauty, impeccable style, and a refreshingly free-spirited nature. Our relationship transcends mere cohabitation. We share a physical intimacy as well. However, we've consciously avoided discussions about long-term commitments or marriage, choosing instead to focus on the present. This arrangement seems to satisfy both of us, our mutual affection existing within the boundaries of our current situation. As the monotony of our daily routines began to set in, we found ourselves craving new experiences and excitement. Serendipitously, Emily discovered an article in a lifestyle magazine that piqued our interest. It detailed a unique community known as the Couples Exchange Circle. Emily's eyes lit up with enthusiasm as she exclaimed, "This sounds intriguing." Initially hesitant and harboring preconceptions about the participants, I eventually yielded to Emily's enthusiasm and reached out to the circle. We attended an interview with the circle's representative in a discreet building tucked away in the city center. The process was thorough, involving detailed questions about our backgrounds and identities, coupled with a comprehensive explanation of the circle's rules and activities. Despite our initial apprehension regarding the stringent rules and identity verification process, it ultimately bolstered our confidence in the circle's legitimacy. Interestingly, despite our different surnames, our shared address was sufficient for us to be recognized as a couple. On the day of our first activity, we arrived with a mixture of nervous energy and anticipation. We were introduced to a seasoned couple, David, 48, and Sophia, 43. David exuded kindness, while Sophia was breathtakingly beautiful. Her long, brown hair cascaded elegantly over her shoulders, and her intelligent gaze hinted at a deep understanding. Sophia's refined speech and graceful demeanor spoke volumes about her sophistication, which I found somewhat intimidating. Though she appeared close to my age, her maturity and self-assurance were overwhelming. I grappled with a complex array of emotions, excitement, tension, and a creeping sense of inadequacy in this unfamiliar setting. The experienced couple welcomed us warmly, their calm demeanor putting us at ease. They presented us with options. We could either share a single room as a group of four or split into pairs in separate rooms. Driven by curiosity, I opted for the shared room. In the charged atmosphere, we indulged in premium wine and hors d'oeuvres while engaging in conversation, gradually becoming acquainted with one another. "This must be quite novel for you. How are you feeling?" David inquired gently. Emily responded with a smile, a mix of nervousness and excitement. "Actually, we're quite accustomed to this. Please don't hesitate to ask if you have any questions," Sophia reassured us, which helped alleviate some of my tension. "We appreciate that. We'll do our best," I replied, eliciting warm laughter from the group. After freshening up, we entered the inner sanctum. The atmosphere was charged with a unique energy, unlike anything I had experienced before. I sensed that the initial tension between us would soon dissipate, paving the way for new connections to form. As fate would have it, I was paired with Sophia, while Emily was matched with David. The room's layout mirrored that of a typical hotel twin room, with two beds positioned in close proximity. Sophia's gentle voice broke the silence. "John, are you feeling nervous? Just focus on me. There's no need to be apprehensive." I managed to respond, my voice barely above a whisper. I can't help but feel nervous in the presence of such beauty, Sophia. Her laughter, warm and reassuring, filled the air. If you can articulate your thoughts, I'd say you're doing just fine. You have a way with words when it comes to women. Despite our similar ages, I couldn't shake the feeling of being inexperienced in comparison to her sophisticated demeanor. As we disrobed, Sophia's form was revealed, and I found myself utterly captivated. Her beauty, only hinted at when clothed, now stood before me in its full glory. I struggled to maintain my composure as I took in her graceful curves, her skin's silken texture, and her perfectly proportioned figure, a true masterpiece of nature. Her breasts, full and firm, presented a stark contrast to Emily's more petite charm. Sophia's mature, womanly silhouette was a world apart from Emily's youthful, lithe form. The elegant line of her neck, the delicate sweep of her collarbone, every aspect of her physical beauty, coupled with her self-assured attitude, left me spellbound. I found myself completely enthralled by her sensuality, overwhelmed by the allure of a woman so different from my partner. With a tender touch, Sophia took my hand and guided me towards the bed. The contact of her soft skin against mine sent a shiver of excitement through my body. Her movements were slow, deliberate, and confident. Despite my previous romantic experiences, I found myself entirely under the spell of Sophia's expert touch and guidance. I made every effort to reciprocate and ignite her passion, following Sophia's lead. However, my actions betrayed my nervousness and inexperience, reminiscent of a first encounter. My movements were clumsy and erratic, struggling to find a harmonious rhythm. Sophia, perceptive to my unease, responded by guiding me with even greater patience and care. "There's no need to rush, John. Take your time," Sophia murmured. Her voice, though soft and melodious, carried an undercurrent of authority. Her touch explored my body with practiced ease, awakening sensations I had never before experienced. Our hearts and bodies were aflame with mutual desire, our souls poised on the brink of a profound connection. Sophia gracefully straddled me, beginning a slow, sensual undulation of her hips. Her experience and skill were evident, and I found myself moving in tandem with her guidance. Each time her breasts brushed against my chest, it felt as though an electric current passed between us. Under her expert direction, our movements intensified, and I lost myself in a sea of pleasure unlike anything I had known before. As Sophia's soft moans grew more fervent, we approached the pinnacle of our shared experience. Her body began to quiver, and I felt myself reaching the heights of ecstasy alongside her. Our breathing became ragged, and we called out to each other as we crested the wave of our shared climax. In that moment, I was utterly immersed in our connection, experiencing a profound sense of joy and fulfillment. As we lay entwined, basking in the afterglow of our intimate encounter, the sounds and voices from the adjacent couple gradually filtered through our consciousness. The atmosphere, once charged with passion, now shifted dramatically, evoking a tumultuous whirlwind of emotions within me. My initial curiosity had evaporated, replaced by a potent cocktail of anxiety and jealousy that threatened to overwhelm my senses. Each time Emily's joyous laughter reached my ears, my heart constricted painfully, a sense of betrayal washing over me at the knowledge of her being with another man. Simultaneously, I grappled with an intense internal conflict, torn between my rational understanding of the situation and the raw, visceral emotions that threatened to consume me. Unable to bear the emotional onslaught any longer, I retreated beneath the blanket, desperately trying to block out the world. I buried my face in Sophia's chest, seeking solace in her warmth as she gently stroked my head, murmuring reassurances. Her soothing words, "It's okay, it's okay," became a mantra, yet did little to quell the storm raging within me. After the encounter concluded, we showered once more, cleansing our bodies but unable to wash away the lingering emotional residue. We expressed our heartfelt gratitude to David and Sophia, our voices carrying a weight of unspoken thoughts and feelings. The journey home was marked by an unusual silence, our intertwined hands speaking volumes where words failed us. Upon crossing the threshold of our home, the dam of emotions finally broke. Tears streamed down our faces as we gazed into each other's eyes, a wordless communication conveying depths of feeling that transcended verbal expression. The strength of Emily's grip on my hand served as a testament to the enduring power of our connection. In that poignant moment, we came to a profound realization. Our affection for one another remained undiminished. Paradoxically, our experiences with others had only served to illuminate the precious nature of our relationship, revealing a bond that extended far beyond mere physical intimacy. Emily broke the silence first, her voice trembling with emotion. "John, I'm so sorry. Today made me realize just how precious you are to me. Even in the midst of being with someone else, I found myself longing for you. The guilt of betrayal weighs heavily on me, and I truly apologize." My response mirrored her sentiments. "I feel the same way, Emily. This experience has opened my eyes to the importance of our togetherness. Even while I was with Sophia, my thoughts kept returning to you." We exchanged tender smiles, our clasped hands a physical manifestation of our emotional reconnection. This transformative experience had compelled us to reevaluate the depth of our feelings and contemplate our future together with newfound seriousness. We came to understand that the love and trust we shared far outweighed any fleeting experiences or encounters. That night, we found solace in each other's arms, drifting into a peaceful slumber that seemed to last an eternity. Our embrace served as a silent affirmation of our feelings, bringing a sense of true contentment. The coming days would undoubtedly reveal the full extent of the lessons learned from this extraordinary experience. At the very least, it had opened a new chapter in our relationship, fundamentally altering its course. In a surprising turn of events, I proposed to Emily last week. Her response, however, was not immediate. Instead, she presented a condition that gave me pause. "In the future," she stated, "I want us to help others in the circle, just as David and Sophia helped us. That's my condition." While I couldn't provide an immediate answer, requiring time for careful consideration, we have tentatively begun wedding preparations. While we cannot universally endorse couple swapping, for us, it became a catalyst for a new beginning. Despite the initial shock and emotional turmoil, we find ourselves grateful for the experience and the growth it has facilitated in our relationship.